Welcome,
All
right, you ready? Okay, we're hitting it.
We have less games to begin with this one. Just
there's real
time of recording.
Yep, no real long monologues for me, really.
I'm sorry you guys had to watch this match week. It wasn't a bang, to say the least. But it wasn't as bad as, the 4-0s we had like 2 weeks ago. I watched most of these games this week. I know we don't have the time to just sit down and watch, 90-minute soccer games, but, I made time today and yesterday to do so. I mean, not an exciting match week. I guess it depends, though. Like, the results are fair. Napoli dropped points. Phenomenal. Atalanta dropped points. You love to see that. Fiorentina is definitely going to sack PIOLI. Roma dropped points, but then Milan gets some, which is obviously upsetting from a Juventus perspective of things.
But yeah.
You won't redo that?
Yes, please. Okay, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Joe and Brian podcast. Today, we're going to be discussing round 10, the shittiest week I've seen to date.
Attenzione, iniziando il Joe and Brian show.
Brian, the fuck are Milan doing? I'm pissed.
Winning, that's what we're doing. I mean, I'm up, you're down. Well, I guess you're not down because you also won.
Down.
But
we should be down.
We're up. We're doing better than I thought we would. I didn't think we'd be pushing at all for a Scudetto, but apparently we're pushing for a Scudetto, boys, and we're here.
Truthfully, I just didn't expect a title race this year. At least the teams in it that are still in it. I mean, Juve aren't out of it by any means, but quite literally, and you can make an argument from first to sixth place, any of these teams could win the league. Now, granted, do I think Bologna will? No, I don't think they will. But anybody else would probably stand a chance. This could be Roma's year. This could be Juve's year. This could be Inter's year. It could be Milan's. It could be Napoli's. It could be anybody's.
I'm so happy to talk about this match week, so let's get right into the score lines.
On Saturday, Udinese played Atalanta, which resulted in Udinese winning 1-0, followed by Napoli-Como, 0-0. Following that was Cremonese-Juventus, with Cremonese losing by 1 to Juve. Following that, Hellas Verona losing to Inter late in the game, 1-2. Followed by Fiorentina-Lecce, with Lecce getting a 1-0 win. Following that, it was Torino-Pisa, 2-2. Parma-Bologna, 1-3 for Bologna, with Milan grabbing a 1-0 win against Roma. Sassuolo lost to Genoa, 2-1. And then Lazio beat Cagliari 2-0. All right, and to discuss our first match here, we have Udinese-Atalanta. This game wasn't too interesting. I think you could tell that, Brian. A trend has emerged, and I'm starting to notice it, and it's Zaniolo. In the past 4 games, he has 3 goals at his new club, Udinese. How do you feel about this? Do you think there is possibly an Azzurri shout for him?
Ooh, Azzurri shout's kind of crazy. I mean, it's nice for him to start finding form again, but
sure.
If Chiesa's not in the Azzurri squad right now, Zaniolo's not in it right now. Is there a world where both of them are in it? Perhaps, but it's just not very likely. Zaniolo's finding form, that's great, but it's still early. I mean, if he continues on this form, maybe he gets into the squad, but he's got tough competition from players like Retegui, Moise Kean. I mean, he's not making it in, but yeah, it is nice to see him scoring again.
No, and I am inclined to agree with you. I will say, Gattuso is currently the new, manager of Italy, and I don't believe he has any experience dealing with Zaniolo previously, which I think is actually a good thing for Zaniolo, because didn't he get into some crazy controversy like last summer or something? I'm not gonna say what it is, but if I find the article, I'll pull, I'll take a photo of it, but. I'm pretty sure he did something. He had some reckless behavior, and he had to leave, I think, Fiorentina. And Udinese is definitely a step down. But if he kind of makes himself the main man there, I think he could put together a good season, and even then, potentially, a spot on the national team. All right, Brian, I didn't have the pleasure of watching Napoli and Como, but I see that they dropped points. Can you tell me about it?
You didn't miss much. I mean, you did, but also you didn't miss much. It was very boring, more or less. I mean...
Yeah.
Napoli should have lost technically because Como got a penalty from just a mere moment of Morata breaking the line, chasing the ball, and then being taken down by the goalkeeper. But then he takes his penalty. It's like the weakest shit I've ever seen in my life. And Milinkovic Savic he just calmly, like, it was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, this dude's fucking useless. I mean, he is useless. Play him as a midfielder or something, because he is no way going to get you goals. Like,
why not just give it to Paz? I don't know if he has a repertoire with penalties, but I'm like, if you give him every other opportunity, I just wouldn't have given it to Morata. But
maybe because Morata's the captain, It's probably like captain
Well,
decides.
why
Morata's
is he
like,
the captain?
I guess seniority, locker room presence.
I mean, he joined them this year. I get it. I hear what you're saying. Maybe it is like an age-based thing or seniority-based
He's
based thing.
33. Well, yeah, he's like the oldest. Like
He
Como have
is.
like the
He
youngest
is.
team
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, he is the oldest player. Our next game here, we have Cremonese Juventus with Spalletti's first game in charge. Brian, I don't know if you noticed this, but Coop Miners at left center back. Was I losing my mind?
No, it looks like they're playing him as like the brachetto role in this
Yeah.
system. So it's so funny that we like in the last episode we're talking about he's busting out 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, and then immediately what does he
Yeah.
do? The opposite of what we said. He busts out a 3 in the back.
Spalletti, he is a competent coach. He is a good coach. And I think we know what he's going to provide. 4-3-3, 4-2-1. I don't really, or 4-2-3-1, sorry. I don't really see him doing anything besides that, personally.
And he said he had the players to do it. And, you know, the lineup's pretty close, kind of. He did these
Yeah.
weird things with McKennie, but he put Coop Miners at center back. And we were shitting on Coop Miners, too. We were calling him a terrible player, washed. You know, Coop Miners has been starting and playing this whole time while never playing good.
Like, he was a quality player. I've kind of forgotten that he actually at one point was. It just doesn't feel like it, but
But you put him at this left back role, and all of a sudden, he looks pretty good. I don't know about what you think, but he looked really comfortable in that position.
here's how I would describe this. So I had to look into this because I was so like in disbelief, but apparently he has played as a center back before in his career. I believe when he was in the Dutch league. So it wasn't like a regular thing by any means, but he has done it before. So this was definitely like a conversation had at Juve, and they're like, "Hey, you're too slow. You can't be going forward. Obviously, you're great at pinging the ball forward." He's 6'1". He's left-footed. Yeah, it makes sense. I really don't hate it. I think it's so unusual, and I never would have expected it. But he was really good going forward. Obviously, I think maybe defensively, there's some things he can sharpen up on. But yeah, I liked him in that role.
No, the whole Juve system looked pretty good. I mean, under their first game with Spalletti, they looked pretty much in control and looked like they were always going to win this game. I mean, Juve got the goal early from Kostic. And
It
felt
just
like there was
happened.
energy. I felt like there was energy in the Spalletti team. Like they were just like ready. They wanted this more. I don't know. It sort of felt like that. And like I don't know. Cremonese aren't like the hardest, the most difficult team in the world, but I think they're one of the more challenging teams this season to come up against.
Yeah, and I think a lot of these like lower, table teams, they have kind of two trains of thought. While at 0-0, defend for your life. If you go up, defend for your life. And rarely are they going to come at you with everything they have, but they are impossible to break down.
So Milan got 3 points this week, and so did Inter, but this Inter win wasn't very convincing, Joe. I mean, what happened here? 2-1 in the 93rd minute? What?
I'll tell you what happened. I woke up at 6:30 a.m. to watch this game. I'm like a zombie. My contacts haven't even like blinked in yet. Everything's blurry. Next thing you know, though, Inter get the ball rolling. 16th minute, corner. We love corners this season. Chala delivers it to like the top of the box. Zielinski hits a beautiful volley. Beautiful volley. Goal of the season, potentially. And then they stop. they slow down. They played Luis Enrique this game starting. They had Carlos Augusto. He went for the double Brazilian thing. It didn't really work out. That's besides the point because the attack of Verona is fantastic. Gift Orban, I think, has the most chances created in the league already this season. His conversion rate has not been there to date, but he's super dangerous. Like, the rest of the team is horrendous, but incredible. Make a long story short, though, Inter get a late goal, 93rd minute. And truthfully, Brian, there was a catastrophe in this game, like a total robbery. Bisek should have been sent off. He made a nasty tackle. I believe it was on Nascimento. And honestly, if that was against us, I would have been fuming. He only got a yellow. That should have been a straight red. He was through on goal. So, yeah, that was crazy. We barely won this game.
Sometimes you gotta pay the refs.
Deserve it. Sometimes you have to pay the refs. There was calls these past few weeks we didn't get. We got one today. I'll take it. It's okay. But yeah, a disappointing game from Inter, but I'm just happy we got the result in the end.
So, Joe, I also want to talk about, mainly, this is all I want to talk about. I mean, I don't really want to talk too much about Milan Roma because all it was is that Roma can't finish their chances and Milan got really lucky.
Sure.
But the real talking point I think should be Pioli has to go. I mean, is it a question anymore? It's like everyone understands his tenure at the club is now over, right?
He hasn't officially been, denounced yet, but what are they waiting for?
I guess a replacement.
I suppose, or are they just gonna ride it out?
What are they gonna write out? Relegation?
I think they might. They might just say, fuck it, we're a relegation team, and we're going to try to win the Conference League this season.
This is the match that he gets sacked because there's no way they let
But
him
he
go
hasn't
into
been
Conference
sacked
League.
yet, which is crazy.
There's no way they let him go into this Conference League game with another loss.
You know what, though? He's going to win that Conference League game. That's what's
If he loses, it's actually insane. If he loses
But are they really going to give him the Conference League? Like, I didn't think that was an option.
Because they're top of the league in the Conference League right now, but that's because they've won 2 of 2 against nobody teams.
I know. I mean, they should be able to beat Mainz, though. But then again, they should be able to beat Lecce. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening at that team, and
This is a bad run of form.
This is the worst in their history. In their entire history. And they've been in Serie B before.
Palladino won 50% of his games. Pioli,
Palladino was a good coach.
0. He has a 0% win rate. The numbers speak for themselves. You lose with Pioli. Sack him. Get rid of him.
So actually, the Fiorentina sporting director, I believe, just got sacked today. Or it was someone within their chain of command. That actually, now I'm thinking about it. So I think what they're saying is, we're keeping Pioli. And we're going to change some things up top. But,
so they're just going to ride out the whole season with Pioli. What if he actually gets relegated?
I think I'm going on a shopping spree, personally, because you could buy up so many wonderful players at a great price. Now, is that going to happen? No. But I'm sure people said that once about Sampdoria.
So the last game I just want to talk about, really quickly touch upon it. I've been mentioning it the whole time, is the Milan-Roma game. First half, first 35 minutes, Roma were in complete control. I mean, I thought this was an Allegri like disaster class. I was like, oh my god. But this is how it is. This is how it is under his system. But Roma just weren't scoring. They weren't producing anything. And then out of nothing, Pavlovic comes up and scores the most important goal I will ever witness in my life, or so that's what it felt like. And then the game basically swings in our favor for the rest of the game until Milan give away a dumbass, fuck-ass penalty, a handball, excuse me. I mean, it was a free kick that Dybala or someone took, and then Fofana in the wall, it just hit his elbow. Whatever. It wasn't our week with the fucking refs. Next week will be our week. And then Dybala takes also another weak ass, lame ass penalty. This has been the week of weak ass, lame ass penalties.
33 and 36 he was.
Yeah, well, he fumbled. Magnan made it wasn't a fantastic save. Dybala took a shit penalty, but
Seriously.
That was it. I mean, did we just lock down shop? What happened was both teams should have scored more goals. This was an exciting game. I was nervous at the end, just making sure we got all 3 points. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in for this match week of Serie A. It wasn't a very long episode, just a very quick one, just getting through these match weeks, but some exciting games and some cool talking points. Let us know how you guys feel in the comments. Let us know if we sound stupid. Let us know if you actually agree. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Joe, take it away.
Yep. Thank you for watching, everybody. Make sure to interact with the channel. We love having a community. We love getting feedback from the audience and ultimately having discussions with you guys. So thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for future episodes.